Tomorrow is your last day to vote in the midterm elections.
This time tomorrow night, we should know the results of many of those races that will impact you and your community. Of course, we will be watching the race for Ohio governor closely. The ticket is Republican candidate Attorney General Mike DeWine against Democrat Richard Cordray.
Another big race, the seat in Ohio's 1st congressional district. Republican Steve Chabot is up for re-election against Democrat Aftab Pureval.
And if you didn't get out to vote early, tomorrow is again your last chance to have your voice heard. In Ohio, polls open at 6:30 a.m. They close at 7:30 p.m. In Kentucky and Indiana, polls open at 6 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. And don't forget, you need an acceptable form of ID or you will not be able to vote. Meanwhile, both parties are wasting no time at all trying to get you to the polls.
It was a busy day, in fact, for President Donald Trump. He headlined 3 rallies, including stops in Ohio and Indiana. The president wasn't the only one trying to rally support for Republicans. Several candidates came to Lebanon for a rally tonight. 9
on your side's Jake Ryle joins us live right now with their message. Jake?
Well, you know, in a lot of ways, tonight's gathering of Republicans felt a little bit more like an athletic sporting event and a little bit less like a rally. And that's because they seemed like they called a timeout. The Republicans seemed to gather all in, huddle all together, all to go over their game plan. It sounded like a pep talk.
This is the 4th quarter. The game is tied. It comes down to who wants it more.
The X's and O's?
We want to create momentum, build on the momentum that Republicans have created in this state.
John Husted is running for lieutenant governor alongside Mike DeWine. He says 8 years ago, when Democrats were in office, unemployment was at 10.5%.
We don't want to go back to that. We are literally at a moment right now in Ohio where I believe the state could really take off, could be the most prosperous state in all the Midwest. And we are right there.
The playbook drawn up centered around the economy.
I feel good, not only for myself, but for the entire Republican ticket. We've really accomplished some great things for America with the tax cuts, reducing regulations.
Republican Steve Chabot is running against Democrat Aftab Pureval for Congress. Chabot says tax cuts would be a good play call.
The president has talked about an additional middle-class tax cut, and I'm hoping to accomplish that in the next Congress.
For the Republican Party, it's the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
We will bring a victory home tomorrow night. Let's get out there and win this thing, all right?
Now, we have seen quite some long lines here at the Hamilton County Board of Elections over the past few days for early in-person voting. Expect the same. You should definitely practice a little bit of patience if you're going to be going out to vote tomorrow. For now, reporting live in Norwood, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side.
All right, Jake.